How's it going, everybody? I am the trucking prodigy. That's who I am. I am the original Pontiac. Well, that was a hell of an introduction. But it's about that time. Next week I'm going on home time. I'm pretty excited. Even though I got a lot of shit I gotta do on my first day back, which is probably gonna take up the whole day. So you might as well say I have only like 3 days to really relax before I come back out here on the road. But there has been a small change in my plan towards getting my truck. Now, if y'all do recall my last video, a year and a half to getting your truck, I said after these 6 months I was going to be going to another company to be a company driver for a year, potentially making 70 to 73,000 in a year. And coming back to Trans Am to get my to buy their truck and be here for about 8 months, 7-8 months. Now my change is, instead of going directly to that company after I leave Trans Am, I had to take this into consideration. From what I hear, a lot of flatbedders, they say that during the fall and winter seasons, flatbed freight tend to slow down a little bit. Now, I don't know if that's entirely true, but if it is true, which I kind of feel like it is true, because during the wintertime, I guess freight do potentially slow down, and then it cranks back up during the spring and the summer. So what I plan on doing is that after I leave Trans Am, I'm gonna find me a little local job at home, because by that time my bills will still be paid up for a few months, and I won't be technically losing any money, because I'm gonna find me a local job where I'm gonna be making, hopefully make about, $700 a week, be home every day, and I plan on being with them until April, which that would be, let me see, my lease ends in October, so that's November, December, January, February, March, 6 months. I'll be with them for 6 months, making, about a little over $700 a week. No, better scratch that. Make it $5. Because if I go into the flatbed field, I wanna get in there before the freight start cranking back up. So I'll probably go to the next company in March. That way I can go ahead and get the training out the way. Go ahead and get that week or 2 weeks out the way of being with a trainer, getting trained for flatbed and securement. That when April comes around, freight will start picking up and I'll be solo by that time. And I'll be able to, make my money during the duration of the rest of the year. So that's kind of like the change in my plan. For the 5 months, I'll be still, making me some money and whatnot. And plus, I'll enjoy the benefit of being home every day. That way, I'll still be working. and I can spend time with family and friends when I get off. Now, another change was I might not have to come back to Trans Am, because how I look at it, I don't know if this goes for every company, but if you have the money to buy one of their trucks, I would think that you would be able to buy any company's truck. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. So if I go to that company and for the duration of the year I end up making 50, almost 60,000, and if they sell their trucks at the same price that, you know, Trans Am sells theirs, 42,000, which might be the case, might not be the case, but if I'm able to buy one of their trucks, I'll go ahead and do that. And with that, I will probably stay with them, because I'll still be doing, you know, Southeast and Midwest, and I'll potentially be making, since it's flatbed, I'll probably say maybe 25 to 2,700 a week, since I'll be an owner operator at that point. And I think with them, if you're an owner operator, you get 77% of the load, which is good. I mean, that's good, because when I was at Western Express, you know, their percentage is 70%, and the only way that you could get that 225,000 a year is if you're over the road. That's the only way you'll even see close to that. If you just do Southeast Regional with them, you're only going to be seeing about 73,000 a year if you just do Southeast Regional, which still isn't bad. I might still end up going to them, but I'll just have to see how much I enjoy the flatbed field. I think I am going to enjoy it. A lot of people say it's hard work. I don't think it's hard work. When these flatbedders be passing by when I'm on the road, I be looking at their securement and how they have it secured. It doesn't seem hard. To me, it kind of looks like common sense, but I could be wrong. There are probably certain aspects that I'm not looking at, but it seems like it's, you know, pretty common sense. How they have the coils secured. You put it through the hole, make sure it's secured to the bed, make sure the bitch don't move. Everything else, you know, they technically use the straps to tie them down, and they have the crank to tighten it up, make sure it's tight but not too tight, but it has to be tight enough that way the load won't be moving around or potentially slide from under the straps. So it doesn't seem too hard. The only thing I'll probably really have to get used to is probably backing, since they have split tandems or spread tandems, however you want to call it. I'll probably have to learn how to back those up and part those. But as soon as I get in, you know, I'll learn. You live and you learn, you do good. So that's kind of like the little change in my plan. Leave Trans Am, get a local job for 5 months, go ahead, go to the company, get the training out the way, and just, you know, make my money for the rest of the year. Buy their truck, might stay with them, might go to Western Express. Or if I'm lucky, I mean, I could probably find me a local job for owner operators and probably make $3,000 a week. Which you never know. It's endless opportunities when you're an owner operator. You know, you have the potential to make so much. Like a step deck that's passing by now. His load is mainly strapping it down. And that's one thing I always do. When I see certain trailers go by, I like to see what's different. What's different? How is it different from any other? Like van and reefer, the shit easy. Just close the door, seal it, get the fuck on. But I like a challenge. Flatbedding, it's a challenge, and you make more money in it. I'll make the money, and then eventually when I get tired of flatbedding, I'll just go back to the easy side, van. I just go back to the easy side of van. And I've been walking a whole lot more lately, and it kind of feels like I'm losing weight, and that's good. I'm trying to get my sexy body. I'm trying to be sexy. Oh man. But yeah, that is my revised plan. And if y'all haven't noticed, I do think about this plan a lot. So I always try to see what is the best thing to do. It's a good plan, but there's always a little, things that could be fixed within it to benefit yourself. That way you won't be doing as much work, but you'll be more efficient at the same time. So I will be going on home time next week, the 28th through the 2nd. Come back out on the 3rd in the morning. I'm excited. But other than that, I was thinking about once I actually pay off my truck, I might get another car. I was thinking about maybe a Benz or a Corvette. Or shit, I might fuck around and get a damn Maserati. I don't know. The funny thing is, before I got into this field, and I was making some money, I was like, well, once I get this, I know what car. I knew exactly what kind of car I was going to get as soon as I got the money for it. But now that I'm in this field, it's like I don't even know what the fuck to get. It's just so many. I have the opportunity to get whatever one I want, and that's what makes it so hard. I need to find something that coincides with my personality. I need something that fits. I don't know what. I really don't know. I know my person. I have a goofy personality, but I'm more of I have a business mentality. But a goofy personality. I'm sophisticated, and yet I like to shine. I like attention. And I want something that nobody else has in my city. Now in my city, you see a lot of Benzes. Most of the time they're like older models. And you know the white folk be having, you know, the newer model Benzes. So it's like Benzes, you know, they're common. Audis, there's some Audis out in my city. Not very many, but you know, it's a good bit out there. Maseratis, I've only seen one Maserati in my city. I don't even know if they live in the city. I think they were just tourists. So I don't even know. But I've only seen one. So it's a possibility that I might get a Maserati. Corvette. I've only seen a couple Corvettes in my city. They're not the new models. They're like an older model. So it might be a Corvette. So I'm kind of split between the two. A Corvette or a Maserati. Which the Corvettes that I'm looking at, they run about, you know, in the $40,000 range. And the Maserati, for the base price, that bitch $71,000. So I don't know. When the time comes, then I'll make my decision, and I'll probably make a video on that showing y'all, you know, what I copped and everything. But as of right now, I'm just sitting here. I'm about to give these people a call to see if they can find me a load. That way I can actually be home on home time. That way I can get home time on time. See what I said there? Get my home time on time. So I guess I'll check y'all later when I come back from home time. Take it easy.